nti NPP emudi as I said ayede pa na ne akoso no na say flag bearer hopeful na obia nam ha ochina na we nso nam ha na obia de ne nsema opeso de tuja den tuja de amankofo se ne be ya Ghanafo ebe hu omo visions ne nyamanyama bi edo omo ni so omo betimi ayede aboa party no no omo se de aboa Ghana man se nyame yo madom no be ye flag bearer for ana se omo be ye sa presidential candidate hopeful na eno na je say ye pushi na eno mu na je say Kennedy Agyapong honorable kese pa ono so ordinary dia aba no ye calculations bi the calculation ni de ni nyina ye tiawa pe opa che say President John Dramani Mahama emra na onya president okotina afie be mfie nwotwe no it taking about 8 years na sa 8 years no ne gap ana say ne deficit na when to me and when winning here somewhere 1 million and until within the 8 years no to me tina say the recover sa deficit and 1 million deficit ebe toho during the voting period when no and until say ye per candidates be amano abedi NPP so a e say ye bisa ye won say si ano nipa ye hwe no deficit ahe no wo now we stray bullet pa ayeko Emma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say oh no as I check so the deficit is be 1.7 million and this yeah the bet na say na ya share sa calculation and you say find x find y yanko ni enko ti ono ani enu mu nsem na vede yembra na yento aso ebusia anu nti egusu ya chese ye hwehwe sa interesting video no e de ama se na be ya won so obetimi ahwe ne wehu nsem a efi ono a Kennedy Agyapong enum e de bai na me producer ama me prompt ne say wehu video ne yenko ti
yanko pon bo ni pata se bia wo so bi oji so abi efe e yo fe se wo kun enya dwuma ye ana wo ba nya dwuma ye a mpo wo na amodin ma edachi it took him 8 years. Obi lose 1.7 million there. If 1 million is equal to 8 years, therefore 1.7 million is equal to what? X. Find X. Find X. Yeah, and people like that. Ono ani post say Mahama atimia ko waba. After 8 years, Masa. Okay, good. So if you are using that analogy, Mahama or the 1 million votes deficit and a continent here, and what the 8 years and into 1.7 million votes deficit, you know. I have years in that Uncle national 1.7 million votes deficit. Tabe na abeti obisi na na betisi as obisi akanai. Akanai. Mahama lost with a vote of 1 million. It took him 8 years. Obi lose 1.7 million there. If 1 million is equal to 8 years, therefore 1.7 million is equal to what? X. Find X. Yanko pon bo ni pata se bia wo so bi oji so abi efe e yo fe se wo kun enya dwuma ye ana wo ba nya dwuma ye a mpo wo na amodin ma edachi ebetimi amwadi hie ma edachi ebetimi amwadi hie di nyame party welfare nyame we need to build this party okay and you will some asie and listen. Can you believe that? The 5 contestants, what was it development? Obia made 4 million. 4 million because party no any capital. 80 me form 100,000. Me farming 500,000. Now man, me no me feel so good dia bro. Iti man fa anko. I want a branch back Kabu Maso. Now 4 million only buy. Now say 4 million. I joke like, look. And then Samuel, your mama deadline. Set on the 5th, a deadline to bring my 4 million. So I have to give them 4 million. Yes. And he filing, contesting as a flag bearer 4.6 million. They said, any young casa, any do my contractors here. And come, moving on my busy for Jessica Bryan to Jimmy. Oh, good, better on the way.
Ebusia ya the X and Y no cry at Tunchaya on a book and the Japan a patch say about no filing of forms, any picking of forms, any who just any more mobile crampono. Says ya no who say what latest discovery we who no crano and then him got see a pa say MBB coffers and say I see one city crane coffers nimo. Coffers nimo ya dry say she animo and unti. Wow, yeah, aspirant, our person obey a presidential hope for next year. No, utia or filing fee, now utia or nomination fee. We are. Yeah, the fufrobia by a friend developmental fee. Now, no, so wait to the account. Nana, Mamma call by the bus studios. I say, now, young fan fear see a free some mathematical calculation. Na Kennedy Japan, the Amayano. What shall find X no? But your ex no when I catch it.
Yeah, definitely. So in draft, me personally, I had to actually find X. So for those of us, it was couldn't a fill mask. Even though we a simple way mathematics, the other solve a simultaneous equation.
Okay.
And if 5 equals to 7, and then if 5k equals to 7 and 10k, if 5k is equals to 7. Then 10k equals to what? In terms of a calculation, what we use a friend and the idea friend a simultaneous equation.
Okay.
But then maybe encore a year. So yesterday, the me and say I dropped it into ChatGPT. I'm going to ChatGPT say, this is exactly what is really going on. This is what came in Japan.
So help us to find
help
X.
us. And indeed, a year. ChatGPT did well by giving me the answer. And Chibi, I think said but 2 screens. So, but far from that, I think in Japan is doing a great job. But I think he should be very careful as to what he's doing.
Okay.
You see, in
is it what he's saying or what he's doing?
Everything that he's doing.
Okay.
Pose if he musa down kwa air patch say Bawumia is favored the leader.
Okay.
If Bawumia is favored the leader. Now we use that same tactics now to get about 30% of the vote last year, last 2 years. Abraham call primaries now.
Yeah.
That tactics might fail. Number one, it is because of various Niema Akosu. One of the things you also have to know is that Bawumia will call general elections that.
Okay.
Or 1-0.
Okay.
In terms of the other candidates, scores, he's been marketed across the whole country.
Yeah.
Ken is popular.
Even the whole world.
The whole world. What you see? So Bawumia Ebano say obi or track record. And your track record say okay.
Ebi awaye
bibi ni adi. But then obia the name Adele. Bawumia. And what is even more shocking is that in all of this global info analytics. Post out between Kennedy, Japan, and Bawumia. Who is your preferred candidate?
Okay.
Say over 50% say fail a year Bawumia.
Over 50%.
Over 50%. Okay. Which means that Bawumia can literally say me campaign be me win. Now let's put this on the screens. Can say me or say Mahama lost by a vote difference of 1 million, and it took him 8 years. But someone has lost 1.7 million. So if 1 million is equal to 8 years, then 1.7 million equals to S. Find X. Now, I'll show you the reason why this calculation and analogy is wrong. So Ken said this in response to a Bawumia new slogan, or more part say aka 9 pe.
Okay.
So yeah, this is chat GPT say, let me give you this equation. Or say thought for a few seconds. Nice one, simple proportion. Work it out step by step. And also 1 million equals to 8 years. 1.7 million equals X years. So definitely you'll be used as a baseline for this, what we call simultaneous equation.
Okay.
Until you use simultaneous equation, basically what he did was 8 equals 8 times 1.7 equals 2. And on one year, the obey, you're the obeying now, and say, or you need Navy about 13.6 years. And also convert 0.6 to 0.6 year to months.
Okay.
Then what you have is 7.2 months. So at the end of the year, to take Bawumia 13 years, 7 months for him to actually become president.
Okay.
Which means he has almost 3 terms. What I say, which means NDC before 2 terms. I'm a mass answer for 1. Exactly. So a band calculation there, Ken can say you better find X and I say you can 1.9 and I can 9 per you used to way.
Okay.
But one of the things you also have to notice that me refer more. US President Donald Trump, he also lost by a huge margin.
Okay.
US President Donald Trump, he lost by a huge margin. And then why not president?
He is.
You see, you can never predict tomorrow. What I would rather enthuse the camp of Agyapong to do is that to sit down and say, see, global info analytics are last time I predicted Agyapong will get somewhere around 28-30%. A buy, you got 34 whatever percent.
Okay.
So Ken have really proven so now that same tactics last 2 years, I don't think those same tactics will work. What I want Ken to do is to sell his message.
Now then, I would say enye juma because probably what worked for him before, it can work for him again. And
so you see, the Ghanaian have grown.
Okay.
Bawumia, so time and now only Bawumia aircon. Bawumia was not the flag bearer.
Okay.
You were contesting to be the flag bearer. Subsequently, Bawumia became the flag bearer.
Okay.
Polls by Accra Chess, in Japan, if you have stood in, you will have still lost the elections. Do you get what I'm saying? Polls are not able to in Japan. So who standing as a flag bearer Accra, still the new patriotic party would have lost the elections. So what it means is that you see, and in Japan have been Bawumia have been marketed.
Okay.
So our same strategy now used some years ago. It might not necessarily work this particular year.
Okay, let me take it.
Hold on,
your own words. Okay.
Hold on.
Right.
And aside from that, to now, what can you be about Bawumia?
Okay.
Ghana phone you say Bawumia incompetent, blah blah blah. Okay, sorry, $1 near the other.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we want to ask someone, say, Ken, message ben our can at all so. We need to be asking the meaning the obit my here. But be a share crass no. They be or to sell bashi Bawumia.
So are you saying say Ken on can say obey be concrete?
He said something that he would do. But one of the things you also have to notice that some of us know.
Okay.
What about the layman on social media?
Okay.
Or we former delegates? They be what second about me. So I think Ken going to these regions, in as much as he wants to incentivize the voters, re-energize them, and assure them that he's capable of the work. I believe, sir, the core priority of all of this should be him selling his idea.
Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah did not become president by every day attacking the white people in charge. He sold his idea, freedom. Let's take charge of our resources. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So Ken should know where he stands.
Okay.
Any of the idea. What you say? Saw your message because Find X near the idea. Find X was trending on Twitter. The manufacturing idea of Agyapong was not trending on Twitter.
Okay.
So he sold Find X.
But he has not sold any of his messages or what he can do.
There is this particular popular runner way back, I think 1970s to 80s.
Okay.
On and on, the fastest runner. The or American. The first time he lost, Omu racing na guy be a new chap what bars on so journey pa.
Okay.
But mu racing or than the initial kwan ben no person o make sure be beat akwa.
Okay.
Into all sha akwa no omunya on the same lane na akwa beating by a millisecond.
Okay.
Into the next 4 years Olympics ne ba ye no. Even Olusi we now more prepare for the next 4 years Olympics no. And the coach no e catch and said, "Do you know why he lost?" No say dey be. Also, you did not lose because you were not able to compete, and I said you didn't match up to him. You lost because you did not run your race.
You were looking at.
According to coach, no, that time now or Danny Nichi if the opponent or pan one on pan, that millisecond it slowed him down.
Slowed him down. Okay.
Into this time around, no, or co-race in the next 4 years, Olympics, no, when he was running, he did not check.
He didn't even look behind him.
Okay. So Ken right now should strategize as a person, should come back hard, and perhaps I know say these little jabs here and then but then a bit fair enough say Bawumia be punch it. Now at the end of the day, also why they want respond.
Okay.
Because Bawumia, once again, I believe say Bawumia can sit down and still win. A bit make us on your campaign. He will win the elections.
Oh, you're very sure about that. And you made mention of Assembly can say, pools be by out ma facts finding be say anka Kennedy Agyapong no jinama NPP anka omubelusu still. But the question will be say in Komubelusu no would they have lost with the margin or Luciana?
Very, they will have lost the same margin. The reason why he would have lost with the same margin was so simple. You see, MPP over the years have not been an attractive party.
Okay.
We've all seen what have happened to the New Patriotic Party.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because recently, by elections, scratch it.
Exactly. So the MPP party itself, no, not any in a position now. Your friend is saying a bit attractive for us.
Okay.
So more people were pissed off. E-levy, so these were major concerns of the Ghanaians. Most people felt neglected.
So is it that the Ghanaians felt we're not having a listening government?
Oh yeah, definitely. That is one of the most contributing factors. At this same way in Abai. So MPP itself, I remember actually talking to one guy, and I make a and he said MPP was going to lose the elections. Say Ija one more abrochi, only one more kasa. Now Okachom said this is the situation on the ground. Usually they tell you so, and and I remember some people speak to me, me catch so. MPP be lose and you know pull up penas but abrochi MPP lose and MPP lost. The same time to Madame for be friend can say Agyapong will lose the 2023 presidential primaries. Also pull penas and you know ultimately he lost. In the end you walk room has see. Exactly. A woman say news nobody to meet Martin first, I send you my WhatsApp. But then trust us, you work rumors and you work ground in the air course.
Okay.
And this particular election here, air course of flag bearership elections here, air course. And this particular flag bearership elections here, air course. It is one thing I just say, idea we all know in the day, no. If there's something I think about Bawumia in Agyapong, one of them stands to win.
One of them definitely will come out.
Yeah.
The question is who?
Yeah. It's you can share this particular video of what Ken sent again nearby to us.
So I be a friend a your friend. So who in your Jumaya and now bang your Jumaya and Powuna and Modin Ma Adachi, everything of what he Ma Adachi. Everything I'm what he the Yami party welfare in Yami. We need to build this party. Okay? And you will some and listen. Can you believe that? I think 5 contestants now. What was it development? Ubia make 4 million. 4 million because party no any capital. 80 me farm me 400,000. Me farming 500,000. Now man, me no me feel so good diablo. Iti man fa anko. I want a branch back, but kabu maso. Now 4 million on the buy. No say